What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, yes, we are talking about boobs. And to my surprise, a lot of you guys requested for this specific video tips on how to make a large bust appear, look smaller, to look out for, how to dress a larger chest size. So I am so freaking excited to share with you guys all of my tips, made every single mistake out there as well. Not that it's a mistake, but I do believe that there are more flattering ways to dress a larger bust. You can still wear whatever the heck you want, because if you have large boobs, you have large boobs. There are ways you can kind of like trick the eye and give this illusion of maybe like a little bit of a smaller chest size. And if you guys are wondering, so I am very petite, so I'm 5'0". I weigh anywhere from 100 to 105 pounds. And I have a 32 double D, so that is a whole lot of boob for my small frame. So just to give you guys a little backstory, I will not try to like talk your ear off about my story, but my entire life I have cried, I have complained about my chest size. My mom could definitely raise her hand on this, because I would be in the dressing room with her when I was like 12, 13 years old. I had a freaking humongous, I already had a really large chest at that age. And I cried, I complained, I hated them, I tried to hide them, and it just made it look worse. So I finally grew up and just learned to love them and dress it in a proper and more classy way. Now, if you are in the same boat, do not whine, do not complain, don't cry. Own what you got and be happy the way God made you. This isn't one of those videos where, you know, we're gonna hide ourselves and make us feel ashamed about who we are, how God made us. No, this is definitely not one of those videos. I know it's a struggle for sure. You get lots of neck and back pain, and it's hard to wear normal clothes without your ladies just popping out, but I will share you guys my best tips on ways to minimize the appearance of a large bust and how to dress it in a classy way. But just remember, love what you have, own what you got. This isn't one of those videos where we're gonna hide and be ashamed of it. Everybody has something they don't really like about themselves, but we need to learn to love the way that God made us, okay? So with that being said, I will share my best tips, and guys, I will tell you, I'm highly 100% confident that these are amazing tips that you guys can really take and start using. I know I hope I'm not like over promising. I don't think I am, but I wish somebody taught me this. I had to learn this on my own. All that being said, all that blabbering, let's get into the video. I will also be showing you guys befores and afters of everything I'll be talking about, and just remember that, you know, things that there are clothing that will kind of like enhance the chest size, which I will show you guys what those are. They're not necessarily bad. I don't want to give off the impression that it's bad to wear those clothing. I mean, like I said, if you have a large chest size, you have a large chest size. You can definitely wear whatever the heck you want. Just know there are certain pieces of clothing that will give the illusion of, you know, a smaller chest size. Neither is bad in my opinion. It's just one will make your chest appear larger, one will not make your chest appear as large. Before I get into all the super duper juicy stuff that you guys have probably clicked on this video for, the first point I want to talk about is getting a bra that fits. For all my busty girls out there, please, please, please get a bra that fits, and replace your bras usually every 6 months to 1 year maximum, because they do get worn out. They start getting like stretched out, they're not as lifted. Trust me, you need to do this. Like, if you're going to spend your money on something, for my busted girls, you have to spend money on a good bra. I know it sucks spending $50+ on a bra that you'll probably wear for 6 months to a year, but trust me, it is literally the best money you will spend. And not only just on any bra, you want a bra that properly fits. So no, don't go to Victoria's Secret and have them measure you. Don't do that, because they gave me the most inaccurate measurements ever. Literally just how I kind of figured out my chest size. I just tried on a bunch of different sizes and just saw what felt to the best for me. And not only the proper size, the right type of bra. A lot of places will tell you to get like those really like padded, thick bras that are very supportive and very thick straps. Well, those, yes, can, you know, be much more comfortable for very busty women. They will also just really exaggerate the chest size and make it look a lot larger than it actually is. My suggestion is, I'll recommend a few bras to you guys that I am hooked on and completely obsessed with it. So no specific brand. I will link, you know, my favorite brands, but literally you can get these kind of bras almost anywhere. But I love just like the really thin bras that have no padding at all. So it's like very thin material. I'll insert clips here. It has wires for support, which is great. The straps are not like super thick, but they're not thin. So they're like in the in-between. This bra specifically, this one I got from Soma, it has no padding. It's super smooth and it feels like it kind of just molds to my specific breast shape. And it's extremely comfortable, extremely flattering, and these kind of bras, they help kind of spread the breasts apart to where you don't get that crack in the middle, which in my opinion I don't really think it's flattering showing off that crack. It's definitely just like woo out there. So I always try to look for bras that will make my breasts more spread apart, so that way I can wear a little bit more lower v-neck tops like I'm wearing here, but not have them just like come out. I highly recommend getting bras with zero padding in it, because let me tell you, you will be amazed on how much smaller your breasts will look if you get something with no padding versus padding. I'll show clips here of a padded bra that I have and one that I'm wearing right now that has no padding in it. As you can tell, the padded one definitely, I mean, they definitely look perky, let's just say that. I mean, they're definitely up there and out and hello, showing off themselves quite a bit. Whereas the one with no padding, it just kind of looks a little bit more natural and not as out there. I highly recommend just getting the right type of bra, which in my opinion is ones with no padding and you have wires in them, so you still have that support but you don't have all that extra padding, which exaggerates them more. Next tip, I'm sure you guys have heard of them, but do not skip this part because this is one of my favorite points to talk about. So it's neckline. So yes, I'm wearing a v-neck, so yes, we all know if you expose your neckline, it's going to give that illusion where your chest isn't as large versus when you're wearing something that's like crew neck or a turtleneck top. But let me tell you, the most flattering necklines for women with a large chest. V-necks, yes, are very flattering. Just be careful so that way you don't have that like boob crack, as I call it, showing. So make sure you either one, get a bra that helps them spread them apart, that way you can wear like a lower v-neck and not have it be like way out there, or just get a v-neck that just stops at a shorter point to where, you know, it doesn't like show any of your cleavage. Next one that is in my opinion, the most flattering in the entire world is square neck tops. You guys, trust me, try it. If you have not already, you will literally look like you have lost like 10 pounds of boobs instantly. And when I first tried on this top, I showed it to my husband and I was jumping over the moon. I'm like, oh my god, I look like I have small boobs. I was so excited. And from now on, those are going to be like my go-to tops, like sweaters, blouses, things like that. I'm always going to look for that square neckline because you guys, I'm telling you, I feel like a lot of people will probably tell you don't go for it. Trust me, try it. You will love it. Hey guys, future Elana. So one of the points I forgot to mention in the video that you're watching right now is with tops and open necklines, I believe that blouses are so flattering for larger busted women. So especially blouses that are, you know, with the open neckline, so square neck, v-neck, scoop neck, just whatever kind of open neckline. Super flattering with blouses because they're more drapey, a little bit more flowy, and it just kind of helps conceal it a little bit because it's not oversized, but then it's not super tight. So like the one I'm doing B-rolls right now for is this black one. So super flattering, adorable, really helps kind of like with the open neckline break up the space, and then it's more drapey and flowy, so especially black as well looks so chic and classic. So look for blouses, you know, not oversized but not super tight. I think they're so flattering for larger busted women. So my next tip, so this is not necessarily you have to avoid it, but if you do want to minimize the appearance of your chest size, it is best to avoid it, but it is to avoid very baggy tops and very tight tops. So it may look okay in the front with these baggy tops, but if you turn to the side, you have all this volume, all this fabric, and it just, really makes the whole top area appear so much larger than it actually is, because you have all this boobage that's pushing out the fabric and just making it look so much more larger than it is. Now you can tuck in the top to help with that, but still, you know, when you do that, you still kind of have all that fabric. You have it tucked in, but then you have all that fabric out there, where it just does make it look a lot larger. And guys, I made this mistake so many times. I wore baggy tops like nobody's business, thinking that, oh, it was hiding my chest size because it's so big and baggy. No, it just makes the whole top area look so much larger. So it's not necessarily bad to wear it. You can definitely wear it if you want to. You know, like I said, if you have large boobs, you have large boobs. And then very tight tops. Do the same thing pretty much. So you have a very tight top like I'm wearing here, and it just really shows every amount of boobage that you got, especially if you wear a top that's not a v-neck or square neck or scoop neck, you know, all different necklines, especially if it's like a high neck. Those are the ones this is the one I'm more specifically telling you guys to avoid, is the very tight ones that are like more like a turtleneck or a high neck, crew neck tops. Because they will just show every amount of boobage that you have and definitely make it look so large. And yes, it's tight, so it makes your waist look really small. You want to wear tight tops, make sure they're more of like, you know, have an open neckline, a v-neck, a square neck, a scoop neck, you know, whichever necklines that you like. Just remember those couple things. Very baggy and very tight tops with a high neck may not be the most flattering. Now you can also do the same thing with very baggy, like if you want to wear like an oversized sweater, make sure it has a v-neck, a square neck, you know, some kind of an open neckline where it breaks it up a little bit, so it just minimizes the appearance a little bit. But again, wear whatever makes you happy, but those are a couple tips to keep in mind if you are trying to minimize your chest size. Next tip, again, so avoid tops with a lot of stuff going on your chest area, so like ruffles. So I don't really have an example to show you guys. I used to, but then I tossed it. I actually tried to keep as many pieces as I can to show befores and afters, but just a lot of tops with ruffles on them, because keep in mind, any fabric, you know, anything busy or extra you add in your chest area is going to exaggerate it and make it appear larger than it actually is. So actually the best way to hide it, in my opinion, is in plain sight. So you wear tops with an open neckline, you don't have anything covering it, you don't have anything extra on it. That will definitely minimize the appearance. So just keep that in mind. Avoid all the ruffles and crazy, you know, like extra fabric pretty much. I feel like I'm waving my hands a lot, like especially in this point. I was just like going like this, so I'm so sorry about all my crazy hand movements. Next point, I kind of already briefly touched on it, but it's wrap tops or dresses. So wrap dresses specifically, you guys, they are freaking amazing. I was over the moon excited when I first tried on this black dress. This was my first wrap dress I purchased. Kept it for like 3 years already. I was jumping for joy. Yes, it does have those ruffles like I was telling you guys to avoid, but the ruffles are on the hemming of it, and so it's not like right in the middle. It's better probably to go with one that doesn't have it, but I still really liked it, thought it was cute, so I decided to just, you know, go with it. Especially that wrap style is just so flattering on larger chested women. I'm telling you guys, you have to try it, give it a try. This is like one of the dresses that I will always buy now, is wrap dresses. I highly recommend get the ones that are a true wrap dress. There's a lot of faux wrap dresses where already, like, those don't work. I will tell you guys, faux wrap dresses will not work on larger chested women because it's already sewn on one side, so you can't just like pull it and wrap it to your body shape. So it's sewn on one side and you just pretty much take one end and just tie it. Those don't work for larger chested women, I'm telling you. So go with true wrap style where it completely opens and then you pull the strings out and tie it on one side and wrap it to your body shape. Those are going to be the best ones for larger chested women. Let's talk about sweaters. So we're about to head into the fall season officially in a few weeks, and I know you guys are probably being curious, but what about the fall time? You know, chunky knits and sweaters like that. So again, wear whatever makes you happy, but just remember, if you stick with finer knit sweaters, that will minimize the appearance much more, because again, if you're going with those really like chunky knits, again, it's adding more bulk to the chest area, so it's going to over exaggerate it more and make it look larger than it actually is. Somebody has to tell me that they done the same thing. I used to think wearing those big, thick, chunky scarves were making me look smaller. Now tell me the logic in that. There's no logic. I mean, I don't understand what went through my head thinking that it made my chest look smaller. Again, adding any extra fabric will obviously over exaggerate this top area. Or you can wear them for warmth, definitely. Like if you need it for warmth, wear it. We don't want you to get cold just because you don't want to make your boobs look larger. So definitely, you know, wear it for those kinds of occasions if you like it, you know, but the ones that I think look the best on larger women with a chest size. So one, you don't wrap the scarf around your neck. That's no. You don't do any of that. Instead, you take a scarf and just drape it over your shoulders, and that's it. So if you're just using a scarf for like looks and appearance and things like that, definitely do that. And the scarves that I recommend are these ones that I got from Amazon. I've raved about them on my channel a lot. I'm going to keep raving about them for future fall videos, but highly recommend them. They're like thin, they feel like cashmere, but they're not. They're like $10 each, by the way. Super affordable, Amazon Prime. And they look so chic, so classy, and I love draping them over my shoulders, over coats specifically. So I have the look of having a scarf, but it's done in a really classy, sophisticated way, and it doesn't over exaggerate my chest size because it's thinner, it's a shorter scarf, it's not one of those big chunky ones. So those are the rules I personally stick to. I will only wear big knits if, one, they're just draped over the shoulders, two, for warmth. That's pretty much it. Otherwise, like I won't wrap it around unless it's for warmth, because that really over exaggerates this top area, because you already have your chest that's big and then you have this big bulky scarf. So much bulk here, you know. I hope that makes sense, but those are the rules that I stick by when it comes to scarves. Alright, so we made it to the end of this video. I feel like this is going to be a very long video, but I really hope this was interesting. You guys got some good tips, good advice from this. I'm telling you, try them. I think you'll be very happy with it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. My name is Elana. I do weekly videos on fashion and lifestyle. I would love to have you back. And again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!